Hello and welcome back to Solid. My name is Jake. Thank you very much for joining me today, Saturday, May 17th, and your Battlehawks are 6-2 after beating the Birmingham Stallions in a 29-28. I mean, that was a game, dog. Like that was a good ass game. Like maybe not like execution and everything, but as far as entertaining goes, fuck yeah, man. That rocked. But your Battlehawks are 6-2, and I think for all intents and purposes, they're in the playoffs. I think that's how it works out. I'm pretty sure that's just how it is. You know, I could do the math and then look up all like the what's it called, the tiebreakers and everything like that, and figure out what needs to happen between like DC and Arlington and all these other games that are going on for the next 2 weeks. I could do that, or and this is what I will do: let other people do it, and then look on Twitter and then see what it is, and then I'll be like, and then I can say, oh yeah, this is this person who understands numbers and stuff, they got it. I'm gonna let them do it because if I did it, I'd fuck up. That doesn't matter. What matters is that when the defense needed to get it done, the defense, brother, they got it done. What a game by them. It was all do fucking nothing and explosive, three explosive plays. Just keep in mind Stallions scoring drives. The Stallions scoring drives. The first one was one play, 65 yards. Their second touchdown was two plays, 54 yards. And then their last drive was a longer one. It was four plays and 64 yards. But I mean, it's not like they had the drive in the second quarter. That was a 14 play, 60-yard drive, and that dipshit fucking what did I say his name was? Is it Skip Holtz? Is that I'm looking it up. The Skip Holtz, I believe. Yeah, Skip Holtz kicks a field goal on a fourth and like inches. Dog, you're a coward, man. You are a coward. You're good. That is some bitch of the week shit there. And they asked him in like the post game press conference, like, hey, what the fuck was that about? And he said, I wanted to go up by 8. It's like, you know, it'd be cooler than going up by 8 and would probably have won you this game is getting a touchdown there. You coward. Like, what are you talking about? This is a team that runs out of that T formation like more than any other team, or at least they used to. Where the fuck did that go? What are you doing? You idiot. What are you doing? What a dum dum, man. I don't know. What a game. The defense, man. Going back to them. Okay, so just giving you some numbers here. So take from this what you will. But Willie Harvey did not have the best game on this defense, but he had like the best game on this defense. He had 11 tackles. The Stallions ran 61 plays. Here, let me pull up the calculator real quick. 11 divided by 61. He made a play. He tackled. He was in on the tackle on 18% of the plays. On 18% of the plays. Is there a way? So what if I did 0.2 times 61? Nope, that's not it. 0.2 times 61. If he would have made one more tackle, and maybe he did on like a penalty play or something, like a play that there's a flag and it didn't count. When we go back and watch, I'm gonna keep track of that. I'm actually gonna write that down so I don't forget that. Watch W. Harvey tackles, because he's damn near close to making a tackle. If he would have gotten 12 tackles, he would have made 20% of the tackle. He would have made 1 out of every 5 tackles. That is unbelievable. The dude is absolutely flying around out there. Okay, so he was 11 tackles, 4 of them solo, and a half of a sack. Travis Feeney, on the other hand, man, did I give him? I think I gave him Cacao of the week last week. And god damn it, if he's not about to win it again. God damn it, if Travis Feeney's not about to win Cacao of the week again this week. 5 tackles, 3 of them solo, 1.5 sacks, and 2 forced fumbles. One of them being the game-sealing fumble. The other fumble being the one that Pita Tamoipenu grabbed it and made an amazing play. He'd been watching some Jacob Saylor's film not going down like that. He doesn't go down. He goes down at the 7-yard line. Man, when all hope seemed lost in this game, the Battlehawks defense did exactly what it does and got turnovers. Man, like they were down. They were down. What was it? They were down like 20. Let's see. They were. I can't fucking this app. This website sucks. But they were down, and then Callahan O'Reilly. It was like 17-22 or whatever the fuck it was. 17 to 22 maybe. I can't remember what the score was, but it seemed like nothing was working on offense. They just had they just were moving the ball downfield. Jacob Saylor's had a good run, and then what's his dick? Jarvian Howard. I believe this is how this worked. And then Jarvian Howard fumbles, and then you know what? I can just look this up on the drive chart. Maybe I can. I probably can't. God, dude, I cannot express enough. If you have not gone to the UFL.com, looked at their scores, or gone to like the team summary and everything, and tried to make sense of what they have for their drive chart and everything. And if you're looking to have a headache someday, if you're having like a good day and you were like, man, I could really use something bad to happen right now, go ahead and just take a look at the drive chart and the plays and everything like that, and it'll make you want to rip your head off. But nothing seemed like it was going on. And then you throw a pick six to Callahan O'Reilly. You throw a pick six to linebacker 3, and I mean right to him too. Right to him, and then it just turns the vibes completely around. It's like the team's moving, and then some bullshit happens, and then good shit happens. Man, it was I don't know, man. What a great defensive game. Again, aside from really 3 plays, and then at the end of the game, there's the fourth and 11, I think is what it was. And then that big old chonko boy, that Jordan Thomas, is that his name? Yeah, Jordan Thomas, 81. Dude's like 6'5", 277-pound tight end. That man is goddamn gigantic. Converts on a 4th and 11. It's like, fuck. They're moving this ball downfield. They're gonna end up getting into field goal range. They're gonna kick. They're gonna win this game because Skip Holtz is a coward. He's not. We've already established this. He's gonna be really willing to kick a field goal, and then all of a sudden, we get C.J. Marable fumbling the ball. We get Travis Feeney ripping that fucker out, and turnover, and the game, man. If you're gonna give up explosive plays, you better get some yourself. And man, you better. Whew, God damn, that was good. That was a good defensive game. Offensively, left a lot to be desired in the passing game for the most part. There were some good plays. I do like that they immediately started the game off with a shot. I like a shot. I like a shot deep down. It would have been cool if it would have been a better ball. But I like the moxie. It's better than starting the game off with one of them stupid. If you're gonna throw the ball to Ja'Cour Pearson in the first play of the game, I'd like you to do it 30 yards down the field. That's a good thing. I'm much cooler with a Ja'Cour Pearson incomplete target than a Ja'Cour Pearson -1 or 0 yard play behind the line of scrimmage. So I thought that was kind of nice. He ended up getting targeted 3 times. Ja'Cour Pearson, I'm talking about, targeted 3 times, netted 0 yards off of 2 catches. That was a bummer. Hakeem Butler came in clutch. You get a 9-yard run from, I believe it was Jacob Saylor's on a first down there, and then you take, and it's like, what do you like at this point? You like a shot. 2nd and 1, take a shot. Take a shot, man. Take a shot, and they sure did. And then Hakeem Butler's right there for a 28-yard catch. Brings it, I believe, 28-yard catch to like the Birmingham 30-yard. That might even been like their 28-yard line. That'd be neat. But yeah, Hakeem Butler came in clutch there. Blake Jackson downfield was very nice. You throw the ball to Jake Sutherland 3 times. He gets 22 yards. Every single one of them is a first down. It's like, I don't understand. I'm glad that that might have been the most targets that he's ever had in a game in the UFL, man. Like, I thank you for using him. Somebody's listening. So somebody, hey, whoever is in the Battlehawks game planning room, what up? Give me a call. Shoot me a text. Comment. Be like, just comment winky face. Comment TYJ. Thank you, Jake. Comment that. Comment a handshake emoji. Something. Just, I don't know. Thank you for listening and using him in the passing game more. The game was really won on the ground with this Battlehawks. Jacob Sailors, he hadn't seen him in a minute. He got the full workload this week, though. 16 carries, 118 yards, a touchdown, and the touchdown that he had, in the stadium, they did a really shit job at like saying what the hell was happening in the game completely. I'm very curious to go back and watch that replay, because like he scored a touchdown and then or maybe it wasn't the touchdown. There was 3 plays in a row where he made it into the end zone. At least I thought he did. I guess one of them he didn't, like down to the 1 yard line. But then there was a penalty for. At one point there was a penalty. The announcer said a flagrant. That's new to me in football. That's a hockey term, guy. But I don't know what the fuck happened there. But Jacob Sailors, massive game. Max Duggan, massive game on his feet. 11 carries, 54 yards, 2 touchdowns. He did have the one that was called back from the challenge. I get a good challenge, but even on the like when they go to Dean Blandino, he says, "I was on the backside of the play," but yeah, he knocked the guy's helmet off, and I believe they're talking about who was it? Jared Jones-Smith, I believe. They were talking left tackle. Did it? Yeah, because it must have been the left tackle if it was on the backside of the play. But they did that thing where they pull everybody to the right side and just move the entire line of scrimmage, and Max Duggan gets a chonko touchdown. Fortunately or unfortunately, did not count. But he comes back and sure enough, dude, he leaves a lot to be desired with the way that he gets the ball out, how long it takes him, reading stuff downfield. Accuracy is a big one. But when push comes to shove and it's time to get some yardage, you need a guy to do it quick, get downfield quick, not fuck around in the backfield, do shit laterally. But he runs north and south. And he does it quick, and he's physical when he does it, and it's good. Again, throwing the ball, he was 12 for 21, 110 yards, and an interception. The interception looked wonky. I don't know if it's like it tipped at the line. I hope it was tipped at the line. Otherwise, he just threw it directly to a safety. So that was kind of shitty. But he had a 57.1% completion rating. I don't know, man. The offense, again, it ain't always going to be pretty, but they're going to get it done. And they scored. The offense scored. Let's see, because the Callahan O'Reilly was 6, so you count that as now we're down to 23 points. The Pita Tamoy Penu and Travis Feeney fumble recovery got you down to the 7-yard line. And in all fairness, whenever the Battlehawks turn the ball over, or whenever any team turns the ball over in the red zone, especially that deep in the red zone, I don't count that as the offense scoring points. So we'll count another touchdown being. So the offense scored. What's 23 minus 6? 17 points. Again, it's not beautiful, but they got the job done. And to be fair, man, I guess to be fair, because we know that Birmingham is really good with their red zone defense. I brought this up on the Bird's Eye preview. They have only allowed 33% of red zone trips to turn into scores. So maybe I do want to count. Well, no, because I already set a precedent. Let's say this. The Battlehawks getting the ball on the 7-yard line from that fumble recovery, that is not an absolute given that the Stallions were going to let that turn into points. And especially with this offense, we know that they'll just fuck around and do bullshit in the red zone anyway. But yeah, man, it was congratulations to them. It was a sloppy game, but man, defensively, man, if you liked 1980s football where is just running the ball and a defense that beats the shit out of people. This is the team for you, because that was impressive. As far as what the Stallions did on offense, Jamar Smith, 14 for 27, 262 yards. How many of those? Probably call it 150-ish, maybe 160 of those yards came off of 3 plays. So he was 262 yards, 3 touchdowns, the very bad interception completion rate of 51.9%. As far as their rushing went, Jamar Smith actually did pretty good on his feet. 10 carries for 45 yards. C.J. Marable, 11 for 40. Let's just say this: the Stallions ended up rushing for a total of 124 yards, which I believe they outgained. Yeah, they outgained the Battlehawks completely by just about 100 yards. The Battlehawks had 275 total yards, and Birmingham had 369. So it was damn near 100 yards more. They had 150 more yards passing and 50 less yards rushing. Battlehawks in the red zone were 3 for 3 again against this team. That's pretty damn impressive. And then Battlehawks with 4 sacks. Man, it was the defensively, man. I don't know what to tell you. Now, big gripe that I have before I get done with this is Anthony Becht. Man, this guy's challenge. What the hell play did he challenge on? Because it happened, I believe, in the second quarter. Let's see. Control F. Shall. Come on. Did that happen in the first quarter? It certainly didn't happen in the first quarter. Did it happen in the okay, so hands up. I was peeing when it happened. Challenge. Okay, no, this happened in the first quarter. They did this. Max Duggan scrambles right end for 3 yards, tackled by T. Crowder at St. Louis 26. St. Louis challenged a potential foul, and the play was upheld. We don't know. I don't remember what the penalty what he was challenging. But yeah, I was peeing, and I remember hearing the announcer saying it. But I do also remember him just that challenge happening in the first quarter, in the first or second quarter. I mean, it was at the very end of the first quarter, so that's why I was peeing. And this is 3 games in a row where he's fucked up his challenge, and that's coming off of I guess 4 weeks ago. He said, I'm like in a post game press conference. He's like, I'm good at doing these challenges. I like to tell myself that I'm good at doing these challenges. Buddy, quit telling yourself that. You're lying to yourself. You know what? I like to tell myself that I'm 6'3". I'm fucking not. I like to tell myself that I'm fit as a fiddle. I'm not. I like to tell myself that I'm going to wake up every day and my knee's not going to hurt because I blew it out. It's like, no, it's actually going to do that. I can tell myself a whole bunch of things. So can you. It's just unhealthy for us to do that. Like, I don't know why. I don't know who is in Anthony Becht's ears saying that these are good challenges, but they're really not. And then you do it in the first quarter like that, and it's like, man, there's probably 8 plays after that where you're like, that would probably be worth a challenge. It's very frustrating. There was, I think was it Blake Jackson fumbled on a kickoff. I can't remember if it was before or after that. But it was a really weird one. It took them goddamn forever to find out who actually had the ball, and it seemed like there was a fight that was happening on the field or something for the ball too. It's like you might be able to. Again, from up where I am, and they don't show replays of this shit in the stadium for whatever reason. Maybe that potential opportunity to challenge there. I can't remember exactly what the order of operations were there with whether or not he still had his challenge or if that happened before or after that. But it's just there's so many other things. Catches out of bounds. Luckily, there was the one catch by Deion Kane, they reviewed that themselves and took that off. So that was a kind of a nice thing. Speaking of the Deion Kane things, it was very clear that the reason that those explosive plays happened, well, at least 2 of them happened, was because of bad tackling. On the one where Deion Kane scored on a slant, Cam Kelly just absolutely just boofed it, just terrible. Terrible play by him, and just took a terrible angle and got blocked by, I believe, was it Nick Whiteside, or I think it was Nick Whiteside was on that play, was in on corner on that play. They ended up taking Nick Whiteside out and putting in Miles Sims. It's like, Miles Sims, number 6, Miles Jones, number 24. It's like, man, I just wish that they would have some consistency there at that side, on that side of the field. Don't quit it. Just fucking play the guy that's better. And the guy that's better, I believe, is Nick Whiteside. Maybe they're seeing things. Maybe he's not doing what the coaches wanted. I'm not entirely sure what it is. And then there was the first play that they had. That was just kind of a blown coverage. Deion Kane just ran straight by Chris Payton-Jones. That was a bad one. And then there was another one on the side of the field. It was a big one. That was kind of another blown coverage thing. I believe that was also Cam Kelly was on that one, and going back and watching, I'll be able to look and see if he was out of place or something like that. But man, it was the explosive plays. Typically, you win games with explosive plays like that, and they had those explosive plays. I mean, for Jamar Smith to come in and be on that team for 2 weeks and be able to hit shit like that, like, good for him, dude. That was pretty impressive. He had just as many terrible throws as he did good throws. Like, there's a handful where he's just skipping the ball off the ground in the backfield, like on a screen. It's like, what the fuck? How did you do that? How did you throw a ball low to a guy who's even with you? Like, what are you doing? Now, to be fair, Max Duggan also had a few that he like skipped and threw low and stuff like that too. But like, man, ugh. But I don't know. Jamar Smith, it was impressive. Not as impressive as as Battlehawks defense though, man. They fucking showed up and won this game. Defense and Jacob Sailors, man. It was good. It was good. Okay. So, your Battlehawks are 6-2, playing the San Antonio Brahmas next week. San Antonio Brahmas, who are eliminated from playoff contention, and last night they just lost in overtime. I don't think that team has any fight left in them, but fucking, I have no idea. We'll see about that. But I will be back with you guys later on this week for a recap. This has been a reHawktion. Those are puns, baby. That's what I do. That's my thing. I just come up with clever names for shit. All right. Go Battlehawks. Go Ironbirds. Cause the law. Go Birds, obviously. Anything you say to anybody, they're going to be able to translate that to this is a Battlehawks guy. Now, obviously, this is a little bit easier because this happened at the game, but the dude next to me, so I guess he had 4 seats, and then there was our 2 seats, and then there was 2 other seats that he got on the other side of us, whatever. Okay, but he looked over and said, yeah, we got 2 people sitting on the other side of you. You mind, like, if they come, do you mind if, like, could you guys, like, scoot over or something like that? Like, yeah, we could do that, but I mean, like, there's a bunch of open seats on the other side of you. Like, they could do that. Like, it's like, oh, yeah, I guess they probably could do that. This guy just seemed like a tight ass. But obviously, like, when I said, yeah, he could, yeah, it's fine. And I had that whole thing. That guy was like, oh, it's just a Battlehawks guy. And I'm at the game. I'm wearing a shirt and stuff like that. But that's, he got, if he was a blind man and we had this conversation, he probably would have understood. He would have got the gist. But that's the whole thing. All right. I will talk to you guys later on this week. Bye.